Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee.
Namaste, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to our Friday Shreem Brzee Global Community Chanting Program. This is Donna from Pillai Center. My spiritual name is Rani, and we welcome you with love. We meet here every Friday, rain or shine, to chant this incredible sacred mantra, which was given to us by Dr. Bhaskar in Pillai, whose picture you see on the screen. Dr. Pillai is an international teacher, a spiritual leader, humanitarian, and a scholar mystic from southern India. And more than that, he is a fully enlightened being. This is not his first time on the earth plane. He has been here many times. And each time he comes with such immense love and with the desire to uplift humanity. And this time specifically, he is here to help us do that through removing bad karma, removing specifically bad financial karma. Because let's face it, if we didn't have money issues and worries about, oh my God, how am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay my rent? I don't have enough food. How am I going to feed my kids? You know, if we didn't have these fears and worries, it would be a lot easier to focus on our own spiritual development and helping to, you know, benefit mankind and provide, you know, something incredible, of which we all have the capability to offer something incredible to this world. We all have that. You are incredible, whether you know it or not, whether you're sitting there right now on a smelly couch or, you know, looking at a checkbook that the balance is in the red. You are incredible. You are a divine being. And you are without question heir to the kingdom of heaven, which includes abundance of everything good and beautiful and rich and luxurious. So that's why we chant this mantra, because this mantra was given to Dr. Pillai from the great saint Vishwamitra, who was an emperor who wanted to give his people the luxurious lifestyle that he had, but realized this can't be done through human conventional methods. So he went into meditation, he turned his body into light, and 1,500 years later, he came up with the sound Brzee. Brzee. There are, you know, if you get into quantum physics, they talk about the sound. You know, the sound creates, and this sound brr, which is a birthing sound, just that BR sound, brr, not bra, but brr. And then Z brings it into manifestation. The sound Brzee also has the ability to remove the bad financial karma. So this is why we chant this, and really we've had so many marvelous, incredible testimonies from people where it has helped them incredibly. So what we're going to do today, we are going to chant. We're definitely going to chant. We're going to meditate with Dr. Pillai on the sound Brzee and then on the sound Shreem Brzee as well, where he'll install that sound in our body, mind, and soul. But first, we're going to watch a short video. I want to play these again because I think we did this last year or you know, maybe even longer ago. But Dr. Pillai released a series of short talks, which are the 8 flaws that impede your success. The 8 flaws that impede your success. And that's what I love about Dr. Pillai. He's you know, he's an amazing mystic, but he's also so incredibly practical, giving us the tips of how we can, you know, we can navigate through this humanness. So the first flaw that he's going to talk about, and we're going to visit these, you know, each week. We'll take one today. The first one is, the flaw is the mind and the body. Oh boy, the mind. That's a biggie. It's a biggie. So it's only a 5-minute video, but, you know, pay close attention and listen to the words of the Master. Let's begin.
The mind lives in the past and it doesn't know how to survive without the past or operate without the past. Everything has reference to the past, either in this lifetime or another lifetime. So without the past, you cannot live the present nor the future, because that is the reference point, and that is the problem here. There are several other problems that the mind has, which is producing 50 thoughts a minute, which is really, really a bad thing. Okay, waste of God-given energy, thinking 40 to 50 thoughts a minute. Why? Because we are like a bird that went into through your window, got into the house, and the bird doesn't know how to get out. That's how we are. We are not sure of where to go, what to do, whether it is right or wrong. And that's why we have so many thoughts. There is a bug in the system. How to fix it? You have to erase your past. And I'm going to teach something on erasing also. Erasing, rewriting, and something, I don't remember that. Erasing, rewriting, and creating a future, something like that. There are 2 sessions that I will do. They're not now. But for this session, the mind and the body are the 2 flaws that impede our progress, our success. So what are you going to do with the mind? You have to silence the mind, silence the thoughts. And if you do that, then you will slip into super consciousness. There's so many techniques I have taught. I want you to go look at that. In this session, I won't be able to teach more, but I will teach you something that everybody can relate to, which everybody is doing. And this is something new. And here I am, holding the book. I'm going to drop the mind at some point. And you are sitting on your couch, reading this book. And that transition point into sleep, where you get into a different state of consciousness, which is completely blissful, but we have never understood that. And you all have, now I can do that. Now as I began to pretend to do that, my eyes are heavy because I have practiced this many times. That's the difference. Now I'm faking it, and even through faking it, my eyes are drowsy and heavy. And it is important that God-given transition from waking state to sleeping state can be manipulated. And if you manipulate it, and at that time you will know that you are going into the 4th state of consciousness. That's why the yogis always say, look at the transition point. And this itself can be a meditation. Okay. So this is something which doesn't take any of your time. Don't go to the bed and then sleep, or fight with your mind until you fall asleep. Just sit in the couch, read a book, and experience this point, and then go to the sleep. That sleep will be something that will be very good, where you will get into a deeper state of consciousness. Okay. The first flaw that impedes success is the mind, which always has a reference point of the past. And that you should not live in the past. And when the past is erased and you live in the present, then you can rewrite.
So that's quite a power-packed 5 minutes, no? So the first flaw, as he says, is the mind and the body. And it's a flaw because the past is always the reference point. You know, if things were crummy in the past, that's where we're starting from in the now, and that's not right. That's not good, and that really does impede, any success that we have in manifesting what we want. So the past is the reference point. The other problem is we've got 30 to 50 thoughts a minute. You know, if you exaggerate it and say, well, let's say we have 60 thoughts a minute, that's a different thought every second. Different thought, different thought, different thought, different thought. No wonder we're crazy. My God, even 50 thoughts, even 30. We're jumping all over the place. He says, we don't know where to go. We're like the bird that's trapped in the house. Another analogy is if a wine cork that's bobbing on the ocean. It's just flopping from one place to the next with no control. So we have to erase the past, and we can erase the past by silencing the mind, because it's the mind that wants to remind us, well, remember what that person did to us. Remember what an idiot he was last time and how he screwed everything up at work. Our reference point is always what happened before. So we've got to silence that. We've got to shut the mind up. In fact, I think one of Dr. Pillai's mantras from before was mind shut up, mind shut up. That's a good one. I use that one a lot. Shut the heck up, would you? So, in silencing the thoughts, then we can experience who and what we really are. We also talked about that fourth state where he was holding the book and he starts to get into that fourth state of consciousness called Turiya. Turiya is the spelling, and it's the fourth state. It's that because we've got waking, sleeping, dreaming, and then this fourth state where the yogis say is that transition point between the mundane and the divine. And he talks about reading the book and then dropping into that state. He talks about Einstein, how he was, not Einstein, I'm sorry, Edison, how he would sit in a chair on a metal platform and hold an iron ball in his hand. And then when he'd start to slip into that state, his hand would loosen the grip on the ball, and boom, the ball would make a crashing sound onto the metal plate, and it would startle him awake. But in that moment, he remembered what he was thinking, and it was just a brilliant idea because he had crossed into that moment, those moments of inspiration. So now Dr. Pillai talks about the book, but another thing that you can do and can initialize that state is through chanting, through meditation. A lot of people say, oh, I was chanting and man, I just fell asleep. No, you did not. You entered that fourth state of consciousness. That's beautiful. And, if you experience that and when you wake up, how do you feel? Do you feel kind of blissed out? They're like, whoa, that was really cool. Whatever it was, I felt like sleep, but maybe it wasn't. And it wasn't. That's my opinion, but it's been my experience too. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I think this was an amazing talk that Dr. Pillai gave, and it is the first of the series that we'll be exploring every week. So we will now chant. We're going to begin with Dr. Pillai's invocation to the sound Brzee to come and basically take over our lives, shut our minds up, and let us just express the divine thought instead of the mundane. So then we will do Dr. Pillai's Brzee meditation, where he'll put that sound in the third eye. We'll chant Shreem Brzee, and then we will do the light of Shreem Brzee meditation with Dr. Pillai. So get yourself comfortable, preferably in a place where you won't be distracted, and let's chant.
Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Brzee, come into my life, into my body, into my mind, into my soul, and change me all over. Immediately, at this moment, so that I don't have to wait. Waiting is a waste of time. Breathe, breathe, Close your eyes. Put your attention on your third eye. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, Brzee, Brzee. Allow the sound to go deep into the third eye. And from there, let it go into the entire brain. And pervade the whole body. You don't have the burden to check out what is going to work for you. Brzee will be like a watchdog to keep away wrong projects from your mind. It will spontaneously spring the right thought. The right thought will show up because of the power of Brzee. The right project will show up. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Absolutely, you have no responsibility. You have given everything to Brzee to control. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Now join me. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Allow the sound to permeate the mind, the body and the soul. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Brzee, 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 Brzee. Now, mentally keep repeating it within the third eye. You have completely given your financial plans, future to Brzee. Let Brzee lead you, control you, take over you. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Shreem Brzee.
Karma is your thought process. And that thought process is responsible for the kind of things you create around you. So if your thought process is just oriented towards scarcity, towards negativity, towards poverty, then that's what you create. We create our own reality. So poverty or prosperity. Now, going to call on Shreem Brzee, the goddess of wealth. Shreem Brzee. Chant with me. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Our body is full of golden light. Shreem Brzee. 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 Now, put two beams of light into the two eyes and saturate the eyes, the eyeballs, with the light, golden light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let a beam of light push through the mouth. Let the tongue feel the light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let the ears receive the light. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let the light go through the two nostrils and to the lungs. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. The light fills the heart and the rest of the organs within the body. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let the light fill our entire brain. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee. Let it fill our third eye, the pineal gland. Shreem Brzee. 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 Just stay in the experience of light. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Make a prayer to bless you with abundance. Call on her with your body, mind and soul and heart. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Chant with me. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Now, completely surrender to God. Surrender your limited, constricted, poverty-stricken consciousness, scarcity-stricken consciousness. That's what you surrender. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Chant mentally in your eyes. The ears. The two nostrils. The tongue. The heart. Our entire brain. Our third eye, the pineal gland. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Make a heartfelt, sincere prayer for all your needs. No prayer will ever go unrealized if you do it with your heart. Now, pray for whatever you want to manifest. She has come and occupied your body, mind and soul. She will be with you and protect you. When you go to bed, pray to her. When you wake up in the morning, pray to her. Whenever you pray in the morning, always pray that you should create miracles today. Thank her for this day. Be grateful for her grace. Now, slowly, slowly open your eyes. God bless.
Slowly and gently, you can begin to come back to yourself now. Grateful for the blessings that you have received in this session from Dr. Pillai and the Goddess Shreem Brzee Lakshmi and all the angels that were surrounding you today. We are not alone. We are not alone. We are blessed. You can begin to put a little movement back in the body, become aware of your surroundings again. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you for joining today. If you had any experiences today that you'd like to share, you can post them in the chat. Or you can always keep your experiences very close to your heart. That's fine too. So, a couple of free programs that are going to happen this week, this weekend rather. And the first one is tomorrow, and that will be my Religion of Religions program. That will happen at 10 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UTC, and 10:30 p.m. IST. And it is Attract Wealth and Prosperity with Heramba Ganapati, the Golden Ganesha. So in this program, we're going to learn the mantra for this gold-giving form of the elephant-headed god. And we'll take advantage of the power time of the fourth waxing moon, a time when we can really, acquire abundance. So you're all invited to chant and meditate and receive the blessings of Lord Ganesha. And also, Dr. Pillai is going to lead us in a little mini fire lab to Heramba Ganapati. So if you want to participate in this, you can have a candle and some melted ghee and, in an eyedropper, or you can have a little bowl with a spoon, and you'll just be dropping little drops of ghee into the candle as we repeat the mantra. So if you want to participate in that, you can certainly do that. Have those items ready. Yeah, Rashmi is asking, why do we cry during meditation or chanting sometimes? I've heard it said that when the heart opens, we cry. So I'm sure it's just a matter of your heart opening and receiving the blessings. And, sometimes it's just so intense that the only way we can express what we're feeling is just to cry, sometimes just to weep. So it's good. It's okay. It's a good thing. And, sometimes you're just washing out karma and junk thoughts, that you don't need anymore. So that's a good question. Thank you for posing that. So I want to post something else about Sunday. Sunday, there will be another free webinar and it is all about the mystical, how to travel mystical India by proxy. Okay, a lot of you might be going to India for the retreat that's happening soon, I think in October. But there's a way that if you can't join, you can't physically go to India, there is a way that you can enjoy all of the power spots that they're going by proxy. What they do is they create a yantra that is specific to you with your, with your birth sign, your, your star sign, all of that good stuff. That is specific to you. And then they take just this basket of all of these yantras, and every power spot that they go to, it's offered at the feet of the divine. If they're going to the sacred sin-removing wells of Rameshwari, the yantras are getting washed in the sacred wells. So it really is quite incredible. And we know the power of yantras. That's why we have a Shreem Brzee yantra. That's why we have, yantras for all the different deities, because it is a representative of, in a way, a physical manifestation of that deity. So it's very, very powerful. Ria's going, yay, awesome. It'll be really transformative, no question. So, so anyway, there will be a webinar about that. Gina Lakshmi from Pillai Center will be offering all the details about that and how we can participate by proxy with that. That's the way I'm going to do it. I can't physically go to India. So I'm looking forward to the proxy. Make my yantra, please. Ines is saying, I had a stomach ache. After the session, the pain has disappeared. Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So anyway, we're going to close in a minute. And just a reminder, if you kind of arrived late today and you didn't get a chance to see the video that I played of Dr. Pillai, the little 5-minute video, again, we're starting the series on the flaws that impede our success. And today's was the mind and the body. So just some reminders. The past is the reference point, and that's what gets us in trouble because it defines everything. So when you have a little exercise you can do when you have a thought, look at it, examine it. Is it happening in the now? Is it something that you're experiencing now, or is it something that's the past? It's a past thought that is recurring. It's a past opinion. It's an opinion that's based on the past that's recurring. I think if we just recognize these things, that's the first step. So, and then the other thing is that we want to slow down our thoughts. So we do that by silencing the mind, and that can be done, as Dr. Pillai said, by entering that fourth state of consciousness, that turiya state, that transition point from the mundane to the divine. And Dr. Pillai pointed out that you can do it by reading a book, but my experience is that you can also have that experience from while chanting and meditating also. And it feels like sleep, but, my personal opinion is that it is not sleep. I had an experience I want to share with you real quick before we close. It was over 20 years ago. I had gone to the City Yoga summer retreat. And the protocol there was you get up at 4:30, you meditate, and then at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go over to the giant hall, and then you chant the Guru Gita. So, okay, here we go. 4:30, there I am. I walked into the meditation area, the room. It was so thick with energy. It's like, wow, this is amazing. So, and very dimly lit. So I found a spot and I sat down and I started to meditate. And as I would meditate, oh boy, I was starting to go. I was starting to leave. And my head would my chin would just go down to my chest. And there I was. And I kept in the midst of it, I kept having this thought, oh God, I don't want to miss the Guru Gita. So I tried to raise my head to look at the clock to see how soon I had to end the meditation. And it was like this force I felt gently on the back of my head that just pushed my head all the way back down to my chin again, to my chest. And this happened a couple of times. It was just this force that was saying, no, no, go back in, go back to sleep, whatever this was. And then the last time that I raised my head and it said 5:45. Oh, okay. Time to end the meditation, get over to the hall to chant. So I mean, that was my experience, and it's like, oh no, this isn't sleep. This was something else, a divine power that was taking over me to whatever that was happening when my conscious mind was not involved. It was a good thing, and it was an important thing. So anyway, just wanted to share that. So we're going to close now. Thank you so much for joining. Glad you guys, I'm just reading some of your chat posts that you had a good session. Very good. I'm glad. So yeah, we'll be back next Friday to do it all over again. So hopefully you can come to these programs tomorrow and Sunday. And we'll close as we always do with darshan, which is when we can see through the sight, through looking at a picture of a divine being, looking into the eyes of a divine being, we can receive blessings, receive transformation from that, and make a connection to the divine being, in this case, Dr. Pillai, and make a connection with him, even though we're not in the same room, even though we're maybe thousands of miles away from him on the other side of the world, we can still connect with him in the heart. Because there is no time or space when it comes to a divine being. So with that, thank you so much for joining. God bless you. We love you. And we'll see you soon. Namaste.